Hello everyone, KirbyVolt here, and welcome back to Let's Play Shantae, part of Summer of Shantae. In the last episode, we began our assault of the final labyrinth, the Twinkle Palace, and we overcome some of the treacherous troubles that are in here, such as the warping thing, and the ice thing, and the key thing not so much, that was not treacherous whatsoever. But we are now in the half-genie chamber of the half-genie that has been imprisoned in this labyrinth. And we have one more transformation for Shantae to obtain, so let's see what it is. Of course, you're the guardian genie of this labyrinth, but a terrible creature imprisoned here. You can use this to foil evil. And so, Shantae's final transformation, not counting the Tinkerbats, is a very useful one. The dance is down and B. This is Harpy Shantae. Harpy Shantae can fly forever. You can just use Harpy Shantae to get to a lot of hard-to-reach places. Easily one of the best transformations in the game. And it makes sense that they would give it to you last, basically because it kind of makes a lot of the other transformations pointless. They still have some good use in other areas, but with Harpy Shantae now, you can pretty much just waltz on through everything without a problem. Now, one thing that's actually kind of interesting is that I hit spikes. That's totally interesting. Harpy Shantae does have a bit of a weird kind of buffer to her movements, so it is good to usually be normal Shantae as well. The interesting thing I was going to point out, though, is the music right now. When we started off this labyrinth, it was the second labyrinth music, but now it's gone back to the first. It's always happened on both this system and my other system when I go back to when I get the Harpy transformation. Yeah, this glitch, I think it technically is a glitch, will go away should you get a game over and you come back in, but when you get the Harpy transformation, it changes back to the original labyrinth theme. I kind of like that, I think that's kind of neat, but it is something I don't think was purposely intentional. Unless it was. Wait for it, employee, if you're by somehow watching this, let me know. Was that intentional to have the music be, like, changed back to the original labyrinth theme? Kind of like a hurrah to the fact that you have all the transformations now or something? Because that's kind of cool, if that was the case. Now, hi, don't do that. Harpy Shantae cannot duck though, so Monkey or regular Shantae is what we're going to need to use for this little thing down here. Because in here we have, dramatic pause, our third baby warp squid. And guess what? Now that we have all the transformations, it is completely possible for us to get all the baby warp squids in the labyrinth as opposed to just getting 4 out of 5. So we're going to be getting 5 baby warp squids this time. Hee. I recommend you transform the Harpy here, just in case you don't make that jump, because then you have to fall down into the big, stupid pit area with the spikes, and that's no fun. At least I don't think it's fun. If you want to have a spike party, go right ahead, but I'm not a big... I don't want to be invited to the spike party. I'm sorry. I do like the little animation of when she's crouched. It seems kind of weird and not really that, like, why would she do that, but it is kind of, I find it silly. A little butt wiggle. I'm breaking these just in case of health, pretty much, and we also do need the money for getting the fighter's gear in Watertown, but mostly for health, just to be safe. Alright, here we have another key. I hit the wrong thing. And if I remember... Oh, that was in the right spot. I'm trying to think about where we need to go next after this key, because I believe we actually want to loop back around to the beginning of the labyrinth, believe it or not, as opposed to continue on from where we were just at when we got the Harpy transformation. Because there's no little area back at the beginning of the dungeon, and unfortunately Shantae does not know warp dances to just go back to the beginning of the dungeon like a certain green-tunicked hero does. Maybe he could teach it to her! There you go, he could teach it... Oh, no, because technically he doesn't use it, but Zelda could teach it to her, because Zelda uses that move in Smash, you know? So, I mean, that could work. She could teach her that, and then Shantae could use it to get out of labyrinths much easier in future games. Just think about that for a second, guys. That would be amazing. I'm just kind of grasping at straws here for silly things to discuss, really. And I do apologize if you're watching this in the very far-flung future where I've been talking about, like, yeah, Shantae and Smash, even though that won't be the case. Well, it could be. We don't know. We don't know. I want it to be the case, but it's always weird to kind of discuss current topics on a video, and then it's like later on someone who's like in 2017 is watching the video, and it's just like, why is he talking about stuff that happened a long time ago? And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. With Harpy Shantae, though, if you fly up here, we can get the Baby Warp Squid that we missed previously. Getting our 4th Baby Warp Squid. And also, I believe this pot should have my most coveted. That's a heart, but I'll take it. I was hoping for an extra life, in all honesty. Sorry, I was listening to the dance music. Like, the dance music, as it technically is, ooh, almost hit the spikes, is actually kind of catchy. I do actually enjoy it a lot. I was just kind of a little jingle for her dancing, but it's still kind of funny. Funny and also just awesome. You can be funny and awesome. That's not a crime. Harpy, of course, cannot actually destroy these. You still need Elephant Shantae for that. So, hello. Another Succubi. We've been getting all the Succubi this time. I can use my Elephant Tote and just be like, hey, I'm gonna slam you. Shantae Jam. Come on, get down here. I can't jump up there as Elephant Shantae. Come on. I don't want to transform out. Okay, fine, you be like that. I'm gonna stay down here. I have 75 golden camels, and you're gonna stay up there, you jerk. There you go. Oh, come here. No, no, no. There we go. Bye-bye. Oh, we almost have enough for getting one of the pieces of the fighter's gear. So, this is actually going to be our last... that's in the right spot. Hit first, ask questions later. That is not a good policy. Don't do that. That could lead you into major trouble. With that key, we have 2 keys on hand. Let's go back to that area where we first got Harpy Shantae and end this labyrinth once and for all. And don't hit the spikes. I hit the spikes. Congratulations, I'm not good. So we'll use Harpy to slowly descent. Slowly descent. Flap. Oh. It's because I direction influence to the right. That's why I fell in the spikes. Whoops. Okay, well, at the very least, we have all the things in the labyrinth except the 5th Baby Warp Squid. But that will be pretty easy to pick up because it's in a very easy to get to location. Once we just traverse all there is to traverse, back just looping around through the labyrinth. I do actually really like the design of this labyrinth, though. I love this little background. It does. I know it's supposed to be ice, but I always think it's just like you're looking at the night sky as you're going through this area, and I think it's just a really nice little touch. Because, I mean, like, let's be honest, this game is still probably one of the best visually looking Game Boy Color games. Everything just works so well. I know I've discussed it quite a bit, but I think it's worth just kind of touching on just a bit more, just because of how good everything does really look. I mean, even though Harpy Shantae is kind of purple and kind of blends with the background a little bit, it still really works. It kind of has this nice, like, atmosphere to it, you know? Now then, going to this room right here, we have a lock, which is now unlocked. And then these jumping fish are being jumpy fish. But up here, we actually have the 5th Baby Warp Squid. That's right. Let's check that subscreen out. 5 Baby Warp Squids. Count them, 5. And with that, we'll use the lock right there. Transform back into regular Shantae. Get some health from these pots. Wow, they really give you health because they kind of knew you're going to get that. That's actually really nice of them if they did that. And now, Risky Boots. We're here to stop you from getting the Twinkle Stone. This looks like the place. There's the Twinkle Stone, but no sign of Risky Boots. Did she give up after losing the first 3 stones to me? Oh, well, maybe she's here. Oh, wait. Huh. That's just some dude and a dragon. Okay. Hi, dude on a dragon. Why did you want the Twinkle Stone? Are you part of the... This boss is weird. This boss is Dragon Rider. The object of this boss is turn to Harpy Shantae and get on top of him and get him to fall down. This guy I don't understand. I'm not sure if he's supposed to be guarding the Twinkle Stone or if he just shows up because he's also like trying to get the stones as well. Maybe he has his own like backstory and it's like, I'm trying to get the stones for reviving the dragon race or something or whatever. And he just starts fighting us. I mean, he could have asked. We don't give him to him. He seems like a trustworthy guy that's kicking our butt right now because I'm not being very smart. You want to say kind of a bit low so you can still hit him with the claws of the harpy. And then after he falls, start whacking him with the hair. I feel like looks like he's getting electrocuted when you do that. That's pretty silly. Otherwise, this boss is actually, like, the contents of, like, how you're supposed to defeat this boss is not like that. It's pretty easy. It's like you get on top of him, you hit him with the claws, then he falls down, and then you hit him with the hair. Compared to the other bosses, which were easier to defeat, but still... well, compared to the other bosses... Sorry, it's kind of like... Compared to the other bosses, which they're easier to defeat, they still had kind of more complicated stuff of what you need to do in order to defeat them. This guy is just turn to Harpy, hit him with Harpy, then don't hit him with Harpy, hit him with not Harpy. So, yeah. Kind of weird that the bosses are a bit, I guess, on the easy side. I mean, some of them I could feel are a bit hard if you don't know what you're doing, but this guy in particular, I feel like it's kind of like, oh, what do I do? Well, he flies, Harpy flies, so I guess just fly. And then he will get off his dragon, he'll run around, he cannot actually hurt you, so you whack him, and he's dead. Bye-bye, Dragon Rider. What if he had a brother named Flynn? Nah. And now we have all 4 stones in our possession. The Simmer Stone, the Twinkle Stone, the Golem Stone, and the Dribble Stone. And hey, it's our genie friend from last time. Hi again. I found the Twinkle... Oh. Huh? Let me reiterate. Shantae, you went to a place called Bandit Town, and the first person that wanted to help you, you're just like, yeah, sure, this could not have any repercussions, and it's like, well... Let's think about this. Trusting someone in a place called Bandit Town. Probably not the smartest idea. Huh, that'll shut you up. Thanks for being a perfect little stooge. Now that you've collected all 4 stones for me, my Tinkerbats can complete their steam-powered project. Stop by for the grand unveiling. It's sure to be a smash from coast to coast. Ho ho ho. Okay, bye. I was like how she just jumps off. What's funny is this area has a lot of spikes, so it's just like, if she was to jump off, there's just like jumps into spikes, dies. Free! But now what do I do? Risky has all 4 stones. There must be some way to find her hideout and end this insanity once and for all. Uncle Mimic would know what to do. I'd better head back to Scuttle Town. We could do that, Shantae, we could, but there's actually a few things we can do here. First things first, we're actually going to go and save, and we'll begin the main kind of tour of stuff next time. Because, believe it or not, there is... Oh, actually, we're going to get this right now, because it's right there. Firefly. Fireflies, just as a reminder, only appear at night. So, if you fell down here and it was daytime, you would not see that. Wait for night to pass, and that will show up. But there's a save guy right here. So, here's what I was talking about. I said you cannot save before the Twinkle Palace. And you can't. A, spikes, and B, slide thing right here. You cannot actually get back up to the Twinkle Palace without Harpy form. So, you couldn't save. But now we can. So, let us save. And although Shantae wants to go talk to Uncle Mimic because he knows what to do, there's still a lot of collectibles we need to go and find. So we're beginning our tour of getting the collectibles next time. Thank you all very much for watching this episode of Let's Play Shantae. If you like this video, please consider hitting that like button below, and if you want to see more content from me, please consider subscribing. As I've said before, all these games, Shantae, Shantae's Risky's Revenge, and Shantae and the Pirate Curse, are all available on Nintendo 3DS for you to pick up. They are all fantastic games. I cannot recommend them enough. So please, give them a shot if you want. Until then, thank you all very much for watching, have a great day, and I will see you on the next one. Until then, let's vote Shantae for Smash. Ciao!